Hello, the Voices of the Vic podcast. I'm Ollie from the What Pie podcast, a Preston North End related podcast, and I've been asked by Mike from the Voices of the Vic to do a little segment for you. I'm just going to go through the topics now, and we'll just get straight into it. So, to sum up last season was probably a transitional season to be fair for Preston North End, with obviously starting off the season with Frankie McAvoy, who was appointed at the latter end of last season after his interim charge taken over from Alex Neil, and he won 5 out of the last 8. So we did get the job, but there was a bit of unease with some fans that whether or not Frankie McAvoy would do well, and it was a very low point for the club. We didn't do well at all, to be fair. We were poor, and we were losing, fans. Some season ticket holders weren't even turning up, to be fair. And it got to the stage where something needed to be changed. And Ryan Lowe has come in and he's changed the entire culture of the team, the club. And, he came in, he brought in Cameron Archer in January, and he was fantastic at the latter end of the season. So the positives were definitely there from last season, and we were just hoping, we could build on it in the summer transfer window to potentially move further up the table, because we've been staying around mid-table for ages now, and a couple of North End, well, all North Ends I should say, are just wondering when's the next step going to be taken by Preston North End. And we really do believe that, Ryan Lowe's definitely going to bring that to Preston North End. The second topic is aims for this season. With currently, we still have Emil Rees at the club. I'm uncertain if he's going to be staying or going to Middlesbrough for around a reported £11 million fee. But if he does go, which we are expecting, the recruitment needs to be correct. We need to, have players brought in to help us challenge, because we are still lacking 1 or 2. And if Emil Rees goes out, then it bumped up to 3. So if the players are brought in, which Ryan Lowe's expecting, and we're expecting as fans, then I can't see why we can't make a push for 6, just nip into the playoffs. I don't think we'll be, high up in the playoffs, but I think we'll be there or thereabouts, especially in the top half. And if he does get the players, I'll be disappointed if we don't, at least give it a good go. So I think I'd probably say top half, pushing potential playoffs, and fingers crossed we nip in. And so obviously this transfer window has been massive for Preston North End. A lot of players have gone out of contracts. We ended up releasing, I think it was around about 13 from the first team and youth team, and so they went, and so they did need replacing, and we've replaced it with one permanent signing. Well, a couple of permanent signings, but one where we actually paid a fee. That was to Freddie Woodman from Newcastle, who's been fantastic. He's 4 clean sheets in a row. He's not conceded a goal besides Huddersfield in the Carabao Cup, so he looks fantastic. Actually, to be fair, his distribution's been superb so far. He did have big shoes to fill with Daniel Iverson last season, obviously moving back to Leicester City after his loan, which I thought he was the best keeper in the Championship last season. So Freddie Woodman did have big shoes to fill, but he's definitely done that so far. And we've brought in Robbie Brady, who's been fantastic. Alvaro Fernandez on loan, who had a very good cameo against Huddersfield, but has unfortunately picked up a little bit of a knock, so he won't be playing this Saturday against Watford at Deepdale. We also have Ben Woodburn. Ben Woodburn's he's done well since coming in. He's not forced his way into the midfield as of yet. I'm not expecting him to for Saturday's game, but I do hope he does influence us further on in the season. Just pushing and try and make his make his authority known within the starting 11, because he definitely has the ability, especially being from Liverpool. Troy Parrott on loan up top, I'm fully expecting him to start. We've started with one up top now. We've started doing a one up top formation, moving back from lows, 3-4-1-2 and kind of like 3-4-2-1. And I'm expecting Troy Parrott to be starting the line. He's done very well so far, linking up the play. He just needs to, be a bit more clinical in front of goal. We had 21, we didn't score, so yeah, I'm expecting him to be starting, and I do expect him to, potentially pick up a goal or two. Maybe not this weekend, potentially along the lines, but he does need to be a bit more clinical, Troy Parrott, but he's done very well. The standout signing for me definitely has been Robbie Brady. Obviously injury concerns, if he does get injured or not, because of previous, he's quite a long injury record, but he's been fantastic. He looks a cut above his left foot. Is Ranlow's mentioned it. He thinks it's the best left foot outside of the Premier League, so I'll say that his crossing's been fantastic. He's been moving inside, playing as like an 8 sometimes, but he's been brilliant. And the standout player for this game will be Ben Whiteman. Ben Whiteman's he's Mr. Consistent. He always brings at least a 7 or 8 out of 10 every game, and we've been protecting him a bit more. We've been putting a couple of defensive midfielders to allow him to properly do his role, because he's like the quarterback of our team. They're spreading balls around and dictating play, and by far he's the standout player for Preston North End. He's a fantastic player, and the standouts for Watford, if they are here come Saturday, will obviously be Ismail Assar and João Pedro. Kamara also, who's I don't think has been linked with a move away, is another one that's caught my eye. He's a fantastic left back and wing back, and I think even playing him on the right, even though he's notoriously a left back, but he's a fantastic player, and I think we'll have a hard time trying to beat him down his side, but fingers crossed we can. And yeah, the score prediction I'm going to go with is I'm going to back Preston North End. I'm going to back us with an early goal, and I'm going to say 1-0 Preston, and we'll just hang on. I think we'll go for 5 clean sheets in a row. Fingers crossed. I know Watford have been scoring away from home, but I definitely think that we'll just hold off, because I think Liam Lindsay and John Story and Andrew Hughes, who are our centre backs, have been fantastic this season. And I think without João Pedro and Ismail Assar, it'll be totally different for Watford's front three, because it's going to be totally new. So fingers crossed they do get sold. Sorry for any of you listeners who obviously don't want them to be sold. My final prediction will be the 3 to go up. I did actually have Watford to go up. It would be Watford, and it was Burnley and Middlesbrough to all go up. And the 3 to go down will be Blackpool, Reading and Rotherham. So yeah, fingers crossed. All of the listeners of the Voice of the Vic enjoy the game. They enjoy a butter pie. If you are going to the game, make sure you try the Preston staple of butter pie. But yeah, I've been Ollie from the Butter Pie Podcast, and yeah, thank you for having me on, guys, and thank you.